Are you parenting a teen who is stubborn or strong-willed? Like once they've made up their mind, that's it, they're not backing down. Are they constantly questioning rules and challenging authorities? They just don't go along with things because they're just told to. They push back on you, on teachers, on systems, especially when they feel that something is not fair or it doesn't make sense to them. They just don't want to follow the instructions blindly. They want reasons. And to you as a parent, it can feel exhausting because there's these constant struggles, the constant friction, and you're thinking, oh, why won't they just listen? And you're really worried that they will not succeed in life because they're constantly resisting following the rules. Now, what if I told you that your teen's stubbornness is actually a sign that they are natural self-leaders, that they are not meant to follow rules blindly? They are actually meant to stand by their truth and their values and create change and actually lead change in their surroundings. What if your teen actually has a hidden miraculous gift? And that's the gift that gives them the ability to be brave enough to make their own decisions, to trust their inner knowings, no matter what others think, and to create impact for the world around them rather than following blindly. I call this gift the gift of conviction, and it's the gift that brings clarity to the situation. It's the gift that gets rid of confusion and lack of responsibility and people not caring about the bigger vision. It's the gift that helps people step up and trust themselves and make the hard decisions that actually move things forward towards the big vision. And they can get ideas finished instead of the vision staying as an idea. It actually turns into something real. And this is the gift of conviction that builds new worlds, that um, that connects to the bigger vision for the higher good and makes it a reality. It makes it happen. Now, if your teen has this gift, but this gift is being ignored or repressed, then at the start, it will appear as stubbornness or they you call them strong-willed. They will question rules, they will challenge authorities, and they will push back on you. Others might call them rebellious or like they don't respect boundaries and rules, but this is their nature. And another thing, when this gift is ignored, what happens, your teen will start experiencing emotional intensity around decisions. They will become frustrated or overwhelmed, or they will shut down when they are forced into something that doesn't feel right. So you might see them having big reactions to what seem like small decisions to you, and you will see them overreacting or just like making a mountain out of an anthill over this decision. And they will have strong reactions to inauthenticity in any way that it shows up. They can quickly pick up on it, and they can pick up on inconsistency or lack of integrity. Um, they pick up on it and they voice it. They say it out loud, which might sometimes appear too critical or disrespectful. Now, over time, if this is constantly repeating and the gift is being shut down, the gift will dim. It will dim down. And your teen will start feeling that this gift that they have inside them, they will start feeling it as a burden, that it's something not to be trusted, or that's something not to be proud of. And what happens is that they will start suppressing their voice, their true voice. They will hide their truth, which leads to more frustration and mood swings. They will withdraw, they will start acting in secrecy. Um, or on the other hand, instead of they taking action, they will start procrastinating and avoiding, especially those big decisions like around their school courses or their future planning. They start avoiding making these decisions. They will start having anxiety about making the wrong decision or making a mistake, and they will become very indecisive. They will have a lot of self-doubt, and that might lead to identity confusion and um, like being in a lot of doubt all the time, and people pleasing and relying on external validation. They will rely on their peers or on social media to validate themselves instead of sticking to their truth and their authentic needs. And what happens with all this, like they they will struggle, they will start struggling to trust themselves, and they won't feel safe making choices. And what happens is that you have this teen with this miraculous gift. They are naturally wired to lead, to be self-leaders, to think for themselves, to make strong decisions, to move against the flow. What happens to them? They start shrinking, and then their true opportunities, they miss out on them. They miss out on the opportunities. When this gift is nurtured, though, let's look at the other side. What happens when this gift is supported and nurtured? That same team who seemed stubborn and strong-willed, they will become self-assured. They start to trust their own voice. They start to um, lean in to what their truth is telling them to. And that need to question things, it turns into critical thinking. They don't just follow the crowd or follow the rules. They actually think for themselves. They make decisions that are actually aligned with who they are. And that pushback against the rules and the authority, that evolves into strong leadership. Like they learn how to stand their ground with respect, with clarity, with purpose, but they learn how to be confident and stand with their values. And you start to see them making decisions, following through, taking responsibility for their choices. They become more grounded, more confident in who they are. And instead of fighting against the world, instead of like acting rebellious, they actually start create meaningful change. They start um, having that strategy to bring the vision that they have into reality. They start leading it, building it, and you will find that the communities around them or the spaces around them will shift so that the vision that your teen has will become a vision for the community itself. So you are raising someone, if your teen has this gift, then you are raising someone who just doesn't go along with rules, but actually leads life. They lead change. Uh, and to you right now, it might look like a challenge, but it's actually a foundation of a very powerful human being. Your teen is a very powerful adult and self-leader if that gift is nurtured in the right way. How to nurture this gift? I'm going to give you 3 ways. Number one, allow your teen to have a voice and actually listen to that voice. You actually listen to what they have to say. So instead of shutting them down, invite them to explain what they're thinking. Ask them questions. Use terms like uh, acknowledge what they're feeling, and use terms like help me understand why this matters to you. Let them express their opinions. Don't be quick to disagree or to shame them or to just judge. No, really listen. Listen to what they have to say and validate. their intuition. Uh, you listening to them and holding space for them helps them build trust in their own voice, and it teaches them that they matter. They actually matter. Number two, offer them choices instead of trying to control them. Like, allow them opportunities for making choices, give them space for being independent. You stay emotionally available for them, you stay involved with them, but you also give them opportunities where they can be exposed to like activities around leadership or innovation or decision making, planning. Um, th the thing is, they don't since your teen doesn't respond well to rules and just being told, oh, these are the instructions, follow them. They respond well when they are given responsibility, when they are involved in making the rules. So give them options. Ask them, would you rather do it this way or that way? Or what do you think is the rule that needs to be followed here? And let them make these age appropriate decisions. And that's how you strengthen their decision making skills and their ownership. And the last tip I have for you is to encourage your teen to finish what they start, to finish this decision that they came up with. Let them follow through. And of course, without shaming them, without making them feel bad that they are struggling, just give them that gentle support and encouragement to help them finish what they started, because completion is actually, it helps them build trust that the decision that they've decided on at the start came to these results. It doesn't have to have like good results, but at least they can see the cycle. They can see the full cycle once the process is complete, so that they can see how the decision-making cycle goes. That there's decision, there's action, there's follow-through, and then there's results. And then, of course, there's feedback and there's reflection, and then we start over again. So there's a process that needs to happen. And when you celebrate them following through, you celebrate them actually completing the thing rather than if they got it right or wrong, rather than perfection. You don't celebrate that. You don't celebrate the results. You celebrate that they actually completed what they decided to do. That's what gives them trust. And that's what gives them the opportunity to reflect back on their strengths and how they acted, and learn from what happened. This helps them recognize that, oh, they do have a gift. They do have this gift of conviction, this gift of confidence, and they build self-trust and they reduce fear of trying. So next time, when you do feel frustrated by your teen being stubborn or being strong-willed, like, really remember that this might be a miraculous gift that your teen has, and appreciate it. Your role as a parent really matters in appreciating the gifts that your teen has and in nurturing these gifts. If you want to learn more about this particular gift, the gift of conviction, I talk about it extensively in episode 2.1. I call it the second portal to miracles. If you want to learn more about it, go watch that recording. And this is part of my bigger Portals to Miracles series. Um, it's about discovering your authentic soul gifts to help you bring prosperity into your life and prosperity to your young ones, so that they can play out their authentic gifts. You can watch more about this series in my introduction, episode 0.0. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.